Okay, the clock is ticking, and I think a lot of people I see moving in here asking me, is this the next session on Metaverse? Believe you me, I think that's one thing that's of prime interest to me, not to mention the others weren't. Being a part of Concentrix and leading India COE customer service experience for them, the flavor that we have is also digitization. And Metaverse is currently at a point of a proof of concept for us, and it's an interesting field. So I'm sure I echo the excitement each one of you bring in here. And with that, I'd like to call upon stage Rrahul Sethi, Chief Metaverse Officer. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to take a shot at it. It is Webby 3 for a demo on Metaverse. Rrahul, the stage is all yours. Did I get Webby 3 right?
Webby 3, yes.
Okay, fantastic.
3 people conceptualize Web 3 equals Webby 3.
Awesome. Stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wonderful audience. I'm not this technical as much as I heard today. Khan Sahab, I'm not. But I tried. I was with you. I am an experienced person. I believe technology is going to move from just a pure tech to a very experience side of things as we move along. And today's session is just a few minutes of mine where I want to take you through practically showcasing what exactly is all about Metaverse. So, well, the session is about the difference between a product called Spatial and a second product called Decentraland. Both of these products are very close to my heart. So I talk about it, I work on these things. So let's first start with Spatial. A few years back, 2017 or so, is when I was introduced to Spatial. The reason why Spatial is very close to my heart and also very close to most of the immersive designers in the world, because they have given a platform for 3D rendered models, which were earlier just very standalone pieces that you could just only access them on the computer. Now you can pick up those 3D models, place them into a Metaverse platform. The Metaverse platform gives this thing a bit of new things, you know. One, that on that 3D model, you can now collaborate. Meaning, you have a even nice manufacturing digital twin created, you know, in your organization. And you also have a machine which is lying somewhere where you call people to come and get trained on that machine. Now what you can do is to pick up those machine and the digital twin and put them into Spatial and have your people come and collaborate on that 3D content as avatars. Spatial also did a couple of, you know, good things to the 3D community. They gave us the wings to create bigger experiences. Here is an example of the experience that's created on Spatial. Thank you, Gagan. Can you take us to the next slide of the experience? So we're going to look at how Spatial works right here and now. And the link on the top, just in case if you guys want to access on your computer or on your mobile phone, you can access that link on the top. And this is public thing. Even if you take a picture, you can always access it later on. So Spatial is a centralized metaverse platform that gives ability to an individual curator put their content, which is 3D in nature, on this platform. Since it has embedded avatars in it, those avatars can now move around and do certain actions that are required to be done. The Penthouse project that you see over here is owned by a company called Exclusible. Exclusible started just a few years back, and they've sold these exclusible penthouses to people, and many of them in the IT industry, for well over $25 million. There was a CTO post that came on my LinkedIn that said, since I could not own a luxury penthouse in Los Angeles in Beverly Hills, I bought that on Exclusible. That's the craze of this particular project and the Spatial as a metaverse platform. So let's go next. Thank you. Just reduce the volume. Yep. You can have a little bit volume, it's okay, but anyway. So second product is Decentraland. Spatial, we concluded it's a centralized platform acting as a metaverse. We are now seeing a decentralized blockchain-based metaverse called Decentraland. It's built on the Ethereum blockchain. It has its own currency called the Maya, and we as content curators, when it comes to metaverses, definitely Decentraland is one of the most, much popular platform in the community per se. The project that you see over here is very interesting. It's sports bar in the metaverse. It's designed for a company that wanted to engage their audiences onto experiencing sports bar as and when they want. And this is loaded on the metaverse as we speak. There are gamified experiences here, there are validations here, and a lot of companies are taking examples like this, and CTOs and CIOs taking examples of this, building more gamified experiences for their employees now. Because it's the content on the metaverse is continuing to evolve. So there's more and more options over there. And hence, Decentraland gives us that opportunity to explore more and more. Now we can go to the next project. So with this, in the next 5 minutes, what we'll do is, we'll split this into two. One, where I'm going to showcase to you a retail mall that's coming up called Metaverse, which is coming up in India. And the person, the entrepreneur who actually is building this is Gagan, who is also with me. And the goal here for this kind of a project, again being built on the Decentraland, is to provide with retailers space to put up their products, commercialize NFTs, or even utilize them for events and co-work related work. So a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of companies here, in fact, I met with a couple of my old friends from the Web3 community who are also here, and they are building different kinds of metaverse experiences. This is one of them where there are a couple of shops here on the ground floor, some 20 to 25 shops over here. And then after that, on the floors, you see one is the event floor, about 30,000 square feet space. It's split into 4 or 5 floors. And the goal for them is to provide a mall for Indians, for Indian brands on the metaverse. So with this, we have covered the two different metaverses. One is the centralized spatial, which you have seen, penthouse and so on and so forth, and one is the decentralized, blockchain-based Decentraland as a metaverse. So any questions are welcome, because I've got another 3 to 4 minutes. Yes, ma'am.
Let me get the mic to you. I'm right here.
Hi, I'm Neha.
Hi, Neha.
I have a couple of questions.
Yes, ma'am.
So, all the platforms that you show, Decentraland or Spatial, do they provide you the ability to build there, or you build outside in a Unity or a LiDAR and then you place them in Decentraland or Spatial? That's one question. The other is, why has Metaverse chosen Decentraland and not Spatial? And what is the audience in India for Decentraland today? Is it very popular, getting popular? How do you see it, its adoption in the Indian market? And the last question is that in Decentraland, when you place a sports bar, do you buy a parcel or a land, or do you rent it? How does it work? So just some things like that.
All right. So we'll go step by step, question 1, 2, 3, 4, and think we'll also answer quite a number of other people if they have similar question, that also will get answered. On a spatial, it is possible to take your 3D digital twin or a LiDAR or any other 3D model, but in a low poly format, to be taken into the spatial platform and to be able to go and mint it on the same. Very much possible, because it works very much like a digital twin. As you would have seen, the textures and the whole image, the 3D is, the scale and the 3D model could be designed very much like a real one. However, Decentraland does not allow that, because Decentraland has got its own set of NFTs, which could be in the form of walls, the different kinds of things that we use anyway. And because Decentraland is a blockchain-based DAO operated, which is decentralized autonomous organization-based company, you could only design and put elements that are approved as per the TNC of the DAO. Okay? And also, Decentraland elements are not real-time or real-look based. Okay, it's been designed in a certain pattern that resonates to the Decentraland's whole idea of metaverse. The second question was, how many people?
Why did Metaverse choose Decentraland?
So Metaverse has chosen Decentraland for one single reason, that one, that they believe very much in the Web3 community, And they wanted that the land that has been, the land that they are going ahead and buying on the Decentraland is one, decentralized. Second, there is enough and more people on Decentraland which are coming up on a day-to-day basis. The traffic is going up. The traffic on other platforms are very high. For example, Roblox has got over 220 million users, and over 20 million come to play games on a month-to-month basis. Decentraland has got over 100,000 odd people. However, one of the things that Decentraland is very, very popular is because they still are not that comic as much as the other metaverses are. So they didn't want to be very comic stuff, like others. So they had one option of Decentraland. One more thing, why they didn't go to Spatial, the reason is because Spatial is a standalone, centralized metaverse and not really a metaverse like a public metaverse. Does it answer all the questions?
Just one more thing. So do you see transactions happening on Decentraland in the Indian context?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a number of people are going and creating NFTs on Decentraland, and hence there is a number of people who are now owning a lot of land to start with, and then further lots and lots of new properties that people have built on the Decentraland. And thirdly, a lot of brands and artists who have built NFTs and hosted them in different art galleries on Decentraland are not only going and selling it on the first time, but a number of NFTs are also being traded at an enormous scale right now.
So, sorry, just one more question.
So I think, I'm
just one
sorry.
last
Yes, please
question.
carry on. I saw a few more hands. For them, I think what we're going to do is, let's be kind to him. We'll let you guys all break for tea, and then you can catch him there. Be nice, but you can catch him there during the tea break.
Just
but
one last
yes.
question. So if I buy an NFT on OpenSea, can I take it into Decentraland? So if I buy an avatar accessory, can I take it in Decentraland and put it on my avatar?
The interoperability within the Decentraland to any other metaverse right now is not possible. However, number of communities are working, and the ERCs that are Ethereum requests for change, and for the community, the ERCs that are being created, I think some of the platforms will have the interoperability very, very soon. Right now, it's not.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, and
Thank
my
you.
apologies for the other hands that
Thank
were
you,
raised.
thank you.
Thank you, Rrahul. Please be on the stage for a little more time. Very engaging presentation, and I'm sure people are going to catch you right outside.
Yes, please.
But
Most welcome.
for doing the honors, let me invite upon stage Mr. Wasim Iqbal, Senior Director, Client Success from VisionNet. Please put your hands together. Mr. Sethi, this is a small token of appreciation.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so
Thank you, sir. Absolutely my pleasure. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you for your patience, everyone. All of you, get the mic. Okay. A quick one before you break for lunch. Tea break. That we are going to meet again at 4:30 for an inspiring discussion with Padma Shri holder Rani Rampal. Yes, the rooms are going to get connected back again. So we're going to have one room. So please be back at 4:30 for the discussion. Thank you.